What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Football Manager 2022 Journeyman series, and this is our second episode at Qingdao. Our time at China has got off to a decent start. I've played my first couple games. I didn't want to play too many off camera, especially the time we're at right now. We're entering a window and seeing signings we made and some more potentially, but I started pretty well. We got a couple quick goals. I say quick. Like in our first game, we're starting pretty well. Then got a sending off in Heitao. I'm going to be having a learning process of pronouncing names, so that's going to be part of managing in China. But anyway, that was a good start. A few yellow cards. Sometimes we can play in that kind of style, and you're kind of seeing that at the moment. In that game there, it was, late goal. We are quickly finding that one of our goal scorers is a centre half, just edging out of that relegation spot for the time being. But Tianjin, they've got a game to play. I'm pretty confident in keeping them up. I think so. As much as the difference, there's a bit of Guangzhou City that look 10 points and then 15. But if we can somehow get up to this bracket, kill that separation, I think we'll be good. But what we want to be focusing on is some situations with the transfers. So where we're going to head first is the signings I've made. And we touched on, we want to get some experienced Chinese players because we noticed there's so many youth and the young guys in the first team with some wage being able to use. And we can register more. Let's get into it right now. Tang Shi. I was looking for some wingers, and he was one that looked very versatile, very balanced as well, and experienced playing in the Chinese Super League, as you can see previously. As you know, they got relegated. They're first in the Chinese Jia League, but they're a team that we could have maybe get some players from. But I'm really happy about signing Tang. I think he can provide a lot, especially a threat. Attributes, really balanced, especially through his technicals and mentals. And then Badan, who was another technical attacking player there. You might say he's not as strong, definitely not as strong technically, but he has strong enough mentals physically. I was pretty disappointed that he only had 2-star ability or more. I'm surprised. Okay, I thought this guy was pretty decent. We were looking for another attacker. But I think his mentals were really strong. Again, another history, he was playing at Beijing Guan. So he's going to be familiar with the surroundings, or more so this league. So I think he can perform to a decent level considering he's 2-star. But we just needed some more experience opposed to using the younger guys. I know his finishing is pretty low, 6, but we're intending to use him as that right-sided player. And he's strong on both feet with some player traits. So, I was going to touch on that with him as well. He's, pretty technical in that way. Those attributes or traits there. 1-2s, tries first-time shots. Those coupled together there as well. Even though it's not maybe supported in his technicals. But, I like those kind of traits in a player. So, now if we go into the squad registration. And, again, on the foreign players, we have to actually lower the squad size. Forget about foreign. We got 30 out of 30. So these youth players, a youth goalkeeper. I'm not going to click on every single one, but youth keepers we don't need to select. X them out. We're not going to use them. They're in the youth team. But here's another one. I just want to show you guys their abilities. For youth players, not the worst, but this is we need. I want to see both these. Him. And then Huang. They're both so similar. We might be even after. We'll see about right backs. So just knock those guys out. And then we go back to the foreign player example. X's it because we can only have the maximum of 6. And this is the guy we wanted to talk about. I think that's, again, I've had my opinions about the previous manager and the signings. For me, this guy's not bad, but I think we could have a better target. First you got to get rid of having the maximum amount of foreign. So there's the ones I've wanted to sell. Funnily enough, I've noticed their contracts run out at the end of the year / that's the end of the season as well. We've shown you guys the schedule. But I feel there would be better options. Again, he's from Mozambique. I feel, in terms of a foreign, there's probably better options out there. But for the time being, this is all we can do for the time being. Isaac, again, he's another one. Listen, he's not bad, but I really want to start to get rid of foreigners. Like, we've joined and, quite a few were listed. He's not bad, but he's 29. He's getting a little bit older. The fact that we have a certain amount of foreign players, I would love to let them go and then just open the wide range. We're like, okay, we've got a wide range of players we can bring to the club now because we haven't got the maximum amount of foreigners. And you see, he's another who's running out of his contract. You see 4-star ability. You're like, no, oh my God, this is one of the best players at the team. But he opens the door of many other... I feel foreigners, you got to get a minimum of 4.5-star or 5-star because you go back to the team. That's like this dude, Quiros, great technical player. He's only 24. This is one guy, like, he's currently listed. He's like, we might as well take him off the list. I did not put him on the transfer list. He was already there. I just didn't bother. Yeah, I didn't take him off until now. Considering he's 24, not bad. 5-star potential, but he's not going to grow too much more. But obviously at 24, he's not going to be declining anytime soon. He's not a bad one to have on. He's on 7K. No, he's not surplus to requirements. I'm going to put him important player. Yep. But yeah, he's pretty solid. But I'd say that's a minimum. Or like, I want to be looking for guys his level or above in terms of foreign qualities. But others, Henrik Avila, it's a bit different right now. I was actually looking for left backs, Chinese left backs, and there is a very low quality into at least for ones that are like expired contracts we can sign on a free right now. There's not a lot. So in comparison, he's only 3.5-star. He's contracted to the end of 2025, but his wage is not very high. So he could probably be sold and maybe we could get another foreign left back. You could say that as well. So I might actually try and sell this man in the window. He's only signed recently, so sometimes that makes him hard to sell. So we'll offer him out, but there's a chance to sell him because his wage is really low. That's been the problem with others I've offered out. Yeah, other teams say their wage is too high. Just giving you guys more feedback on these guys. Again, a 30-year-old striker, 4-star ability. He's on the list. He's good for now. Well, I say good. Look at those goal-scoring stats. Not a lot to brag about. So there's that. And yeah, natural fitness. He's going to be on a downward spiral. And I'm glad his contract is running out because, he was one that I've just been describing. Yeah, no one's wanting to pay that wage. I guess for his ability, that's a bit of a hefty wage, and that's where China comes into it. But we leave him listed, for now, because I think you got Gustavo Coutinho. Actually, it's a tricky one, isn't it? Let's do a quick comparison. Gustavo Coutinho, I feel he's got a little bit more to him. Yeah, you can see a little bit stronger mentals, and then his technicals as well. This could be the end of Brian. And Gustavo, he's only 25, so no, he might be all right. And his contract is not expiring, and he's 5.5k as well. So he's someone we probably want to start to get settled in the team and not feel like we're trying to ship him out. But we're going to take him off the transfer list, and there we go. I'd see, that's why I want to do the episode now when there was a squad registration time, so I can give you guys a kind of a feel of all this. So Brian, we take off, and then, the maximum of 6 foreign players, we've got ticks now. And then we can give ticks to our new signings, get them in. Tang Shi, and then Badan, and they can all fit in now. We've got one more open spot for the squad size, but we've got a whole other, look at the amount of youth players that are registered. So there's a whole lot of, still a lot of places we can, improve, which is good. If we take a look at I thought just put money. Just put it into the wage. Don't spend a lot. Don't spend a lot on and that gets out to 18. Guys, we could rebuild the squad here like mad. That's 18k. And that we won't need to, obviously you put a bit in transfer budget, you'll get sign-on fees and all that. So that's a good amount. Like, we could really rebuild here. So I'm not going to do it all in this episode. I've just mentioned it. But look at all the youth players we've got. Look in positions where we can reinvest. We could be rebuilding, we could rebuild them in this window. I like this. And that's what I like about managing in different leagues. It's a different perspective and how you can manage the squad. For me, the last manager, whatever he was doing didn't add up. But Anyway, we still got to be on the lookout for some more Chinese players to fit them into the squad. But anyway, and not foreigners. But I think, yeah, we can be doing that. So I just wanted to give you guys that before we get into the game, let you know the situation. It's 12 days into the next game, so that's almost half of the month. But yeah, we will get into that. I don't expect any transfer offers, but you never know. Let's progress. Before we do that, almost forgot. That's why I said about potential signings. Woo. Like, honestly, I would love if this guy would be excited. I'll be celebrating. I'll be going, woo, like his name. 31 appearances in the Chinese Super League, and he's young. He could be really, really good. I probably like him more as a midfielder looking at those stats. Look at the bids. There's only one other team for the time being, but 12 clubs want him. So, yeah, I'm really hoping he joins us. And then Zhu Peng, who is another. He's coming from, or he's at Shandong. So he's currently at a team, but we could have approached him. We did. But it's not only us. Look how much he's wanted by 13 clubs. And generally when this is the case, even if when you go for a contract, shows you what they want, I increase it because I know other teams want him, and they still don't pick me, even when I increase the contract. So, yeah, these guys look pretty good, especially as youngsters. And building towards an Asian Champions League winning team, that's what we want to try and do. That's this point in, I know I said it before in Northern Ireland, and we talked about Europe a bit, but this is completely a different situation. We'll have a real chance to have an impact in Asia and win it at some point within the next few seasons. So it's easy to say, right? But you can see how we're building the team. It's there, yeah? It's there, and it's nice to imagine. You can see how we're going to build the team and what we will do to get to that point. You have a bit more confidence in that. No one wants to sign him because it probably... And see, even with Avila, his wage demands. I thought, someone 875, not like 4, 5K, 6K like some others. Oh, gosh. Surely he won't be asking for too much. I'll try and persuade him, but I don't think so. I like it here. Okay, that's fair enough. I don't want him to be too unhappy, but yeah. Because I know he's at least contracted for another season. One thing I've noticed, it seems hard to sell players, at least, in this league. Is it because at China, they've probably offered more than other teams would? But he's not even on a lot. But I wonder if it's the scripted thing into players. Oh, he's playing in China. He's on more money. And yeah, I wonder how it's in the players' minds in the game when they're playing in China, not wanting to leave. Because this is where the money's at. And yet we were waiting on this. So Zhu Peng, he was the first to reject us. Disappointingly, would have been a good signing. We found someone available that accept the contract. Unfortunately, just so many other teams are vying for him. It's disappointing because, for example, if they weren't interested, like other clubs, would have just got someone really nice, 18. And then Wu. So no celebrations, and yeah, it's really annoying. It's really annoying. Well, he renewed their contract, and once more, as I said, I offer bigger deals than they even come to me with, because I know, it's going to be really tough. When we're done with this episode, when we get the next game played, we'll be, look at that, 20k on the budget. We'll look to, make some more signings, because you'll see, especially, the weaknesses we have with, instead of having a younger Chinese player, we could have someone, yes, they were younger as well, but a better quality and for the future. But you get what we're talking about. We definitely can make improvements. And actually, we get it off here for one of our own, Chen Yang. I was a bit surprised. He's another striker we got, but he hasn't got the best finishing. I wouldn't say money is something we desperately need. Not in the short term when we're trying to make the signings, we are. You guys already know our budget. Unless it's something significant. If it's not, he hasn't even got interest in them, but he's willing. Okay, 375k. It's really intriguing because, like I'm just saying, if you go back to his profile, if he's a striker, 5 finishing, you get something significant for him. I want to see our finances. We're at, yeah, finances. 70% of transfer revenue made available. Okay. That's not a bad amount. The excess of this transfer offer right now is 375. I want to say like I think it's a reach for $1 million. But I mean, that's within his transfer value, so maybe it's not. Just $1 million up front. That's it. Again, that's not even the maximum amount. Part of me is thinking, oh, this might be accepted. No. Gets it to 500, but maybe work on a negotiation here. Not going to drop it too far. I'll go from the $1 million to 900K. Ooh. I'll be really interested to see if he accepts the deal. And I think, okay, 1 million they didn't accept. We go down to 900. I think that's pretty close to the most we could have got for him. And if he was maximum potential, if it showed like 5 stars, I considered like keeping him. I would consider keeping him. But the fact he's not, I think that money, that's good to get right now. That's good to get right now. And especially if he's a striker with 5 finishing, that for my period here, oh man, I don't think that's going to be higher than an 8 or 9. His physicals aren't incredibly special. I'd take that for him. I'd take that. I don't think he'll be that striker we need. Anyway, you guys can agree with that or not in the comments. And don't you love that? Don't you absolutely love that when you just sign a player and he gets injured for a few weeks? Like, give me a chance. Like, far out. Oh gosh, you can't see him in action then. Unfortunately. But after all that, he rejects them. So rejected contracts is the subject right now. It's annoying where it changes your squad plans, both in and coming out in these last few decisions. Ah, gosh. So this offer here from Henan, 800K up front. I feel we could get more than the last team offered. And he's got I think if an offer gets accepted here, if we agree on a deal, he would go then, because there is a bit of interest. I'm going to go in the range of like a 2.4. Yeah, that's a big increase from the last team, and let's see. Not quite. But they just offered 1 million there, so not bad, but I'm feeling 2.3. 1.3, yeah, nah, they're really gone. 3.2. I mean, we couldn't have got much more than that. We worked that out pretty well. And okay, 2.2 million, really solid. That's not all going to go into our transfer budget. 70% it is, yeah, until we get a higher amount generated money. So that could be a really nice amount in the budget. And what I'm considering now is we could potentially make a transfer offer. Maybe someone transfer listed, a higher level player, not just going for these free transfers. Someone who's already at a club, and if they are significant quality over other free transfers. But anytime you're getting money in, oh, yeah, I hope that's me just like, accept this, please. And the good thing is he's a little more interested, Chen. And again, unless he has this hidden potential that I can't see, physically, he's neither strong or quick. And then finishing with it as a striker, 5. I'm not seeing this really crazy ability that he's wanted by a few teams, but I don't know. Do you guys see it the same way I do? That, yeah, we're trying to get something a bit for him, considering if you look at his guide value as well, about $1 million above that, this will be, yeah, a really good deal for us, I'd say. But okay, guys, I'm sure you're really excited to see a match now away against Wuhan. This is not going to be an easy game, but they're far from the best team in the league, but far from the worst as well. So this is going to be a nice little challenge for us. First couple games in control, I've been happy with how we're playing. We're actually going with a 4-2-4. And you can see with the foreigners, it's such a mix. The foreigners are the best in their team, so I don't mind how we have them registered at this point. Even though we were trying to get rid of Avila, I want to keep it with 2. Like, this guy could play in the midfield as well. Keep that in mind. But because he's that good, because he's a foreign, yeah, we could utilize him at right back. I have one of the midfielders foreign, and then, Yao Shilin. He was one of those younger guys we talked about in the previous episode. Not bad future. And see, if we go Gustavo Coutinho, you put him in, like, you're like, oh, why don't you do that? If we were going to submit the team, you can only have 4 foreign players. Like, I don't understand that rule. It's a strange one. It's a strange one for me. Yeah. We gotta take it on the chin, though. So the argument is between dropping Avila for, look, who have we got? We've only got one other left back. So if we can find a Chinese left back that is somewhat good enough, because, yeah, this guy, look at that rating. Nowhere near, but that will allow us to play with two top strikers in Coutinho and Gonzalo together. Yeah, with Coutinho. Forget the down arrows. Just look at the individual quality. His jumping reach is excellent. Yeah, Gustavo Coutinho as well. I just feel, yeah, those 2 guys up top, 2 Brazilians as well, have some good chemistry. Yeah, Badan comes on there, and obviously, if we didn't get the injury to Tang Shi, they would be the 2 wingers. That's where you get rid of Chen Yang, and it's a bit of an increase. Badan is still only 1.5, but that also, oh no, yeah, that also, yeah, I really don't like this rule. We bring in Lee Shibo, the youngster. I just feel you're going to be so restricted, man. Yeah, Lee Shibo, high potential. We'll just use him as a central defender. But yeah, you know, his potential is to be that high. So we've got to find, yeah, as many Chinese players we can with talent. That's going to be, you see how he has potential. Just while we talk about it again, he's got that potential to be what some of our current foreign players are. So that's got to be, I think that is an intent for us. Let me know what you think. As much as we want to have instant success, you think, yeah, it's really worth going for those younger guys. It's going to be ability of some of the, foreigners we have. And now, what's this? The match squad must be, we got to get rid of one of these guys. Sure, Avila, out. Or actually, no, centre back. And then Mei Tao can drop in. So you see all the trials and tribulations just to get into a match. So Gustavo Coutinho, obviously striker for us. We'll give him number 10 and then maybe 8 to Badan. There we go. Let's get it. Just in this episode, we've got rid of players like out of registration. All right. Instructions. I want to win every match. This is no different. Fairly motivating. I want to keep that up though. Looks pretty strong. Maybe let me know what you think is our best team or what's the best. You're probably, yeah, you guys need to see a bit more. But in terms of our foreigners, yeah, who should be starting? But I find it a bit weird where you have an amount of foreigners you're allowed to have registered and then you can't have all of them in your squad. Like some of them can't be involved. It's a weird thing. Like they're like, oh, yes, we can sign you. And the player comes and you're like, oh, wait, I'm not allowed to be in match. Yeah, it's strange. But at the same time, makes games harder. But I think already we've made the squad look better than the situation it was left in. And that's why I think we're going to be doing much better. I think, look, Gustavo Coutinho, I don't think this team is bad as they were put in the situation of. Personally. We don't feel like one of the worst teams in the league. I feel they were just managed really, really poorly. I think the CPU has poor intelligence of managing with these rules in Football Manager. That's my experience over the years because I manage in the A-League as well, which is similar rules. And then when you come to the Asian Champions League, there is rules like this where, yeah, you need certain amount of foreign players and all of that. Or you can only have a certain amount because right now, we look pretty good early. But saying, yeah, we should cover him. I haven't felt like a team, the position we're in. A team, did you see how many losses they had? Ridiculous amount. Yeah, do not feel like a team like that at all. But done. Look at this. I was expecting him to finish. But anyway, from what you guys are seeing, don't want to get too excited because 20 minutes in. But really, you can tell that. Here's Matthias Alexander. Come on. Let's pick up possession. Gustavo Coutinho. Our team sounds Brazilian. Gustavo Coutinho. Here we go to Gonzalo. It's the Brazilians getting it done. That's it. And because of the such of difference in quality as well, guys, our oppositions are going to have some poor Chinese players as well. And that's where these Brazilians, they're just going to stick out like a sore thumb. Their talent is just different. They're different. Like these Brazilians, they're going to grow up. They'll grow up on the streets, like after school, playing football. Like, I'm not sure. It would have been just a different complex. And maybe the Chinese players wouldn't have had the same. They might have more strict rules. But we're doing pretty well. We're doing pretty... Happy with this half. Ooh, He Lee. Now, Alexander to take the free kick. Rattles the post. And he's another one will ease off tackles right now. The ball's over the top, though. It's Lee. Good save from She. Lee with the shot. She with the save. Cortizo. Okay. Okay, 2-0. Yeah, like, you don't get the feeling. You don't get the feeling, do you? You don't get the feeling we're that team. Where we've come. Like, where we've come and joined this club, and it's strange. It doesn't feel like we're a team threatened for relegation. Like, look at this. Duke Quiros. Chen Yang. He wants to step up. But, yeah, it's a strange one. It's a strange one. Even for me, it's going to take a while. Also, equally, why I think we can succeed, at least in the league, because, again, it's to that management. I think other teams are going to be, poorly managed with all these rules. Okay. You take those rules off. Or rule instructions. Oh, cheeky, that's composure. That is composure from Gustavo Coutinho. Gustavo Coutinho, yes. Like, that's pure composure, right? That was, I'm really happy. Opposed to, look at that. Look at that. Gonzalo, just little chip from there, cheeky as you get. And exactly why we wanted our Brazilians up top. Our quality players in our two strikers in a 4-2-4. I think we're just going to bang in goals this season. And I mean, still defend at the same time. So we'll take off Alexander on that yellow. Ooh, we're going to bring on Leng just to show you his 1-star ability. Not bad. He's like 18 years old. Little bit of potential, but, not crazy defensive ability. But hey, bring him on. We've got a lead. Rest Gonzalo. We're going to bring on He. And he is more of a poacher. You're like, am I saying he like he or his name he? Oh, gosh. We'll put him poacher. Play poacher in advanced foot. Well, Gustavo Coutinho. I don't like playing like a poacher in advanced forward. I'll get pressing. Wang Hao, who's not, but he's like one of the experienced Chinese we've got, as you can see through his attributes. It's funny, he can play from the back to up top. But I reckon we bring him on for Yao Shilin. Yeah, there we go. We're happy with that. 20 minutes left. But this is going to be an excellent start, isn't it? Well, for the first game you guys have seen. And then playing this way, it gives you the idea on like what suggestions you may have for foreign players and what is going to be our best setup, because maybe playing a pretty attacking game as well, we may concede goals. But I want to, massively play Lee Shibo at the back, because that's where we're going to get, that's just where we're going to get game time. Like, we're going to get improvement into him, and we're going to turn him into a quality player. That's what we're going to hope for anyway. So if that's where we could start to get a really strong squad. Oh my God. Nah, well done. Yeah, if we can get a couple Chinese guys coming up, there we go. So we can have more than foreigners being at least like 3.5-star plus, if not 4-star plus. That's when you'll start to be a really dominant team. Like, imagine how we're doing right now when foreigners are our only notable players. Or when there's definitely a massive difference between them. And Wang Kai, They might have a chance here. Ooh, that looked offside. Is it going to be given? Goal disallowed. I thought so. At this point, I'm going to say focus. How close was this? Because I was pretty confident it was offside. Yeah, I saw his run. I wasn't too worried. But come on, guys. Let's play this out. There's a lot of highlights late. And there... Where's this dominance? Oh, no. It's going to be a chance for them still. Is that another offside? It looks like it. It looked like it to me. So I don't know what to make of this. Are we just holding the offside, the offside trap pretty well? Because, yeah, both looked pretty clearly offside before even the replays. I was pretty confident. Okay, no, that one was legit close. So that probably wasn't the best defending, but they're really piling. And I'm just leaving. Yeah, I'm not even going defensive or anything like that. We're just playing it out. But, ooh, and even if they score here, let's see what comes from it. We end up countering and then scoring. No worries in sight. But at the same time, we might not do so. They might go forward and score this time. Maybe. Just go balanced. Do some time-wasting tactics. Be more disciplined. It makes you start to worry just the tiniest bit. But, you know, there's not even time. No, there wasn't time. There wasn't. If I was going to go off, man. If they scored from that. I know it's a minimum of added time. But nah. No, not a sus. No. What? No. Don't tell me it's a penalty. No, don't give this a penalty, FM. No, you dumb game. It's +4. It's +4, you. Please miss it. You better miss this. Man, my anger's coming out now. No, that. Plus. Oh, what the hell? Seriously, open your eyes. Open your eye. We can't tell. You can't tell. You can't tell. I was, yeah. I'm very disappointed. And that was just a penalty given a... What? In the end, they had a lot of chances, but I wanted to hold on. You could have said go more defensive earlier, but we should have held on. And that should have been 3 points. I wonder if our current league position and expectations played a part. We had that, man. What? Did we lose? What? We were just dominated. What? Madness. Yeah, we might have to get revenge over the next few games. Come on. Like, what just happened? We were cruising. 2 90th minute goals. Yeah, like, we kept the same tactic. Like, but those goals came in injury time. When they were like, hold up. Surely they can't steal a win here. The team in this position. It's supposed to be hard for you. Alright. Yeah, I know. I'm just treating it funny. But yeah. Really interesting. That should have been a win, though. I'm not too stressed because I know we're easily going to get our expectations. Yeah, I know we're going to get the wins. If we're going to be playing like that, not the defense. I mean, what we saw earlier, yeah, I'm not worried at all. I'm really not worried. We played some immense stuff. It was 2 injury time goals. One of them being a penalty. 1 minute past the added time. Yeah, so that was a reach. I'm going to leave it there, though. Leave a thumbs up for more, and I'll see you guys next time. Yeah, they reached for that. We had the win, bro. Cheers, FM.